Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel. Tap the notification bell. I'd appreciate it majorly. Just following the shooting in Germany. That's, to the best of my knowledge, the gunmen are still at large, and the police are pursuing them. Yeah, it's not. There's no information on where they may be and how many gunmen there are, but it is reported again and again that it's more than one person. You know, I believe they're traveling by vehicle to two different hookah bars, and they call it a shisha or shisha bar, shisha bars, which I think is the same thing as hookah bars in the city of Hanoi. Hanoi. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. Germany, which is outside of Frankfurt by I think about 15 minutes. It's a little northeast of it, and the two different shootings, to the best of my knowledge, both happened within Hanoi, Hanau, Hanau. So the first shooting, it says, happened I think around midnight or well 2200 local time. That would be like 10 o'clock, I would think, but and it's now about 2 in the morning in Germany right now. So, but it does reference midnight in one of the shootings. Maybe it was the second shooting. At least 5 people were injured after a gunman opened fire. 8 people are dead. So, I mean, this is all happening. So, 8 people are confirmed dead, as I understand it. And there are 6 others that are seriously wounded in 2 different shootings. One that happened in the city center is what it says. The first shooting was at a bar in the city center, while the second was in Hanau, Kesselstadt neighborhood, according to local reports. So maybe that city center is Frankfurt, and then they traveled outside of the city to the second bar in Hanau at a bar that's called. In the first shooting, I think 3 people were killed. At the first shooting, it's both the same gunman though, from one shooting to the next. The Arena Bar and Cafe, I think that was where the second shooting took place, and 5 people were killed there. And I believe there are multiple gunmen in a vehicle that traveled from one location to another, and there were even reports of a third shooting. Because of a massive police presence at a third location. That's not totally confirmed. There's almost no information or little information in sort of in domestic U.S. outlets. CNN is just basically saying 8 people killed in shootings in Hanau, and that's the extent of it. But the BBC and the UK, they have a little bit more details, and there's various pieces of video, mostly of the aftermath. For instance, over here it shows in a massive police presence, as well as people out in the street. There's another video over at the Daily Mail showing officers like in sort of like riot gear, approaching a venue, I believe. It's this right here. So if I could back up and just slow down here, at least 5 people were injured after gunmen opened fire about 2200 local time, 2100 GMT. Police told the BBC. Police added that they are searching for the suspects who fled the scene and are currently at large. The first shooting was at a bar in the city center, while the second was in Hanau, Kesselstadt neighborhood, according to local reports. Police officers and helicopters are patrolling both areas. An unknown number of gunmen killed 3 people at the first shisha bar midnight before driving to the Arena Bar and Cafe and shooting dead another 5 victims. Regional broadcaster Hessenschau reports a dark-colored vehicle was then seen leaving the scene. The motive for the attack is unclear, a police statement said. Hanau is in the state of Hessen is about 25 kilometers, 15 miles east of Frankfurt. It comes 4 days after another shooting in Berlin near a Turkish comedy show at the Tempo Drum concert venue, which killed 1 person. I was unaware of that. I mean, this is drastically different, though. I mean, you have eight killed, 6 seriously injured, and multiple gunmen who seem to be still at large. It sounds like just complete chaos. I mean, this picture of this Mercedes covered in the foil blanket, all shot up is pictured several places. That's what's over at CNN here, and that's the site of the second shooting, the Arena Bar and Cafe, over at the Daily Mail. It says at least 8 people have been killed in drive-by shootings at 2 shisha bars in the German city of Hanau last night. 6 other people are thought to have been seriously injured in the bloodbath in Kesselstadt district of the city, which is near Frankfurt. Police also said special units are chasing the perpetrators who fled the scene of the first attack in a dark-colored car. Local media said gunmen had opened fire at 2 shisha bars. Heavily armed police sealed off 2 streets where ambulances had rushed in, and a police helicopter hovered over the city. Police said the dark vehicle was seen leaving the scene of the first shooting, and another shooting was reported at a second site. So maybe there's two totally different. That sounds like it's 2 totally different, two different groups of gunmen attacking 2 different locations. That's what it sounds. I mean, because you would think if the police are pursuing the dark-colored vehicle from the first shooting or from one shooting, that it wouldn't be able to go to a second location and undergo another shooting. But I really don't know. So the first attack took place in a hookah lounge in the center of the city. Regional public broadcaster Hessischer Rundfunk said, without citing sources. It added that witnesses reported hearing 8 or 9 shots and seeing at least 1 victim lying on the ground. The perpetrator or perpetrators then apparently went to another part of the city where shots were fired in another hookah lounge, the broadcaster said. A possible third shootout in the nearby Lamboy district was not confirmed, as a large police presence was seen in the area. A silver Mercedes covered in thermal foil blankets with shattered glass next to it could be seen standing outside of the bar after the killings behind a police cordon. Bullet casings were left scattered across the road after the massacre, and a man was seen being handcuffed by police. Forensics experts in white overalls collected evidence from the scene as emergency services swarmed the area. A short statement by authorities gave no information on the victims. It is not immediately clear what the reason for the shootings might have been. Police said people were killed, but it was not clear exactly what was behind the incident, the DPA news agency said. No arrests have officially been made, and the suspects are thought to be at large. The motive for the shooting is still unclear. And that's still the story. That's it. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like it's just one group going from one location to another, but seems like it's just complete chaos. But you have 8 confirmed dead, to the best of my knowledge, and 6 others seriously injured, and multiple gunmen still at large in the city of Hanau, Germany. Just east of Frankfurt. All right, well, that's the story there, man. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.